Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with another video on CounterSide. So in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is making an updated tier list to my global PvP tier list. So I will be positioning characters, showing you guys which ones are the best for S tier, A tier, B tier, and so on and so forth. Now this tier list is going to function a lot different to my previous tier list I made. So my previous tier list, it went from triple S, double S, S, and following all the way to C tier. However, this new tier list is going to change because it's from S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier. And in addition to the changes, I also will provide you guys with an entire screenshot showing you guys where I have actually positioned the character. Then I will explain why each characters are in that certain position to just better show you guys it represented in this video. So hopefully you guys like this video. Stay tuned for more content on CounterSide. Don't forget, this is just a PvP one. I will be making a PvE tier list as well. So if you guys don't want to miss out on that video, make sure you are subscribed, make sure that post notification is on. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. So as you can see, this is the tier list right now. I am showing you the entire tier list. So if you guys just want to see which characters are positioned where, then this is it over here. However, it is going to be better that you guys actually watch to the end of the video, because I will be better explaining why certain characters are in this position. So as you can see, S tier, the first character we have Awakened Yuna. Once again, this is only PvP. So with Awakened Yuna right now, she is going to be absolutely meta in PV and P content, because she's going to be able to do a huge amount of damage with a nice DOT tag damage as well. A lot of people are going to be instantly dying. Now there is one counter I guess you can use against her, which is the sniper Xiaolin. However, that is not too much of an issue right now. However, in the future she is definitely going to fall off, but right now she is still a solid PvP character, so that's why Awakened Yuna is up here. She also has the ability to remove debuffers or buff as well, sorry, so that is also very good. Next up we have Rosaria. Now Rosaria is a air type unit that absolutely deals huge amount of damage, so trust me, if you guys are looking for a huge damage dealer with a knockback skill as well, your Rosaria over there is going to be very useful. Coming next, we have the Gayu. Now I don't think I really want to spend too much time on her, but she's able to stun, she has a lot of CC ability, and she does huge amount of damage. She's able to target air type and ground type characters as well. Next up we have the Designers Wayne, the dual characters or twin characters. They have a low cost, which makes it easy for you guys to deploy them in PvP. Next up we have the Nanohara Shifuyu. Basically you use her for the defense down. If you guys want to counter Awakened Hildy, where Awakened Hildy is very tanky, this defense down is going to be very useful, as well as you have all ranger characters behind her to also deal damage. But that's pretty much the use. And Nanohara Shifuyu also has a free deployment cost, which makes it a lot easier to deploy them. Coming next we have Sigma. Now Sigma, she is a very good character for PvP. Now the main use for Sigma is the fact that she can provide you guys with some deployment resources, and you can actually just put her at the back and she will be being very useful. It has a supportive role and all of that stuff. Now obviously with Sigma, she is a mech unit, so the gear you guys will need is mech gear, and I don't think a lot of people have the appropriate or the best gear for mech units, but you definitely need a good gear to give you guys a better advantage in PvP, because you want to use the ultimate and special skill as fast as possible. The special skill, the ultimate skill deploys a robot that can actually help you guys tank. It's going to be decently hard for the opponent to actually completely shred your robot that summons, so that's going to be very nice. Next up we have Yangarim. Very useful, because she can give your characters skill haste, which means your characters will be able to use the skill more often, and she also has a little bit of heals, but the heals is second to what she actually provides with the skill haste. Next up we have the Administration Riflemen. Their damage is just absolutely insane, and the 2+ character as well means you can easily deploy them. Next up we have Evelyn, the best healer in the game, and she's also an air type character, so she's going to be able to provide your characters with heals from the sky, and the only counter for her is characters that can attack air type units. Next up we do have Ifrit, our newly released SSR character. Now Ifrit is kind of tanky. It has a passive that it provides barrier, which is absolutely insane. The amount of damage as well is comparable with the administration rifleman as well. The only issue with the with Ifrit is in the future when the Awakened Nayubin comes out, Awakened Nayubin perfectly counters him or it, so you definitely need to be careful with your Ifrit. But right now, because Nayubin isn't there and there's not a lot of people that can actually counter Ifrit, then yeah, Ifrit is going to be very useful. Next up, we do have the Xiaoyun, Awakened Lee Xiaoyun, sorry. Absolutely amazing air type unit. The amount of damage she can provide you guys is going to be absolutely insane. She also buff up your non-awakened ranger characters as well with some skill haste, has barrier as well. She is the queen of the sky. She can instantly kill any character in the air. Well, when I say instantly, I mean she does have a perfect counter to any air type character in the game right now, so absolutely insane. Next up, we have Ludumia, also a air type character that provides you guys with some nice damage. The more your allies die or leave the field, the more buff she gets and the more damage she can actually do. The only issue is the fact that she's kind of squishy, so any hits to her will basically kill her. Next up, we have the Xiaolin, which, yeah, absolutely insane character right now in the game. The damage is insane, the crit is insane. In the future, she's going to get rearmed that makes her absolutely broken, but right now in PvP, definitely a counter to some of the more tanky units you can see. So yeah, very nice character. Next up, we also have Seraphil. In my opinion, one of the most cost-effective defender units you can actually use. If you pair her up with Yuna, they work well together. Seraphil can heal herself, which is absolutely insane. She also gets stronger the more damage she takes. She's going to be one of the best SSR defender to use in the game. Obviously, Awakening Hildy is going to be a lot tanky than Seraphil, but Seraphil is just more cost effective because she has a 4 deployment cost. Now let's go over to A tier characters. Briefly going to talk about some of them. So the first one, Nanahawa Shinatsu. Now with Shinatsu being at A tier, I've only put her in A tier just because she isn't really used as a healer, even though she has healing ability, but there are better R characters, SR healers that are better than her, but she does provide you guys with some buffs as well, which basically increase all damage resistance by 15% with her passive. So it's a very good character. However, I do feel like she's going to drop down because obviously you only really would use her when the 2 other healers or 3 other healers are banned, but she is going to be a great character to use, I guess. Next up, we have the Awakened Hildy, which I am actually kind of tempted to put her all the way to S tier, just because with the newly released strategy battle, the rework they did, she is absolutely insane for that. Literally, if you have her as a defender and you have another unit behind her that like deals damage, she is going to be absolutely insane. So I probably would put her S tier. I'm still thinking about it, but she's absolutely tanky. There is obviously counters with the administration rifleman, with the Ifrit, but trust me, she is just absolutely a beast for tanking. Her HP reaches 100k and it's very nice. Next up, we do have the Awakened Yuna, which in my opinion is actually very annoying. If people actually position her or place her at the right time, she can easily turn the battle into her favor. She's absolutely annoying. She can basically destroy your opponent's entire team. So very nice character if you position her and place her right appropriately. Next up, we do have the Yumi. So as you can see, I did put Seraphil above her. Yumi, she is, well, she's not as tanky as Seraphil, she's not tanky as Awakened Hildy, but she is good because of the evasion and because of her low deployment cost as well. If you just want a quick defender unit, you can quickly just deploy her, so that's why she's useful. Next up, we do have the Harab, which I probably should have put at S tier, but she's only really used when you're going against low deployment cost team, because she's able to confuse them and instantly turns them into your ally. She also can counter the Awakened Yuna because she can take over Rayleigh, and Rayleigh can actually work for her. The only reason why I put her in A tier is because not that many low deployment cost teams are running at the moment, but absolutely in the future she's definitely going to increase in tier and go all the way to S tier, obviously because of Awakened King and the soldier team being meta. So very good character. Next up, we have the administration sword fighter. The only issue I have with them is the fact that they really would like a huge gear investment, and you definitely want to get them all the way to level 110 before you can actually see a big use with them. But absolutely, once you get them to level 110, their usefulness, the free deployment cost as a striker character is definitely going to be useful. She isn't going to be your main striker character you would use. You probably use the Ainz's Wayne, the Nanahawa Shifuyu. Next up, we have Kao Wong. His barrier or the shield, sorry, that it provides are going to be very nice. The stun ability as well. Overall, very useful in PvP. Next up, we have Kang So-young, very useful to counter sniper characters as well as ranger characters. If you are able to build her with the anti-sniper gear, you will basically be instantly killing sniper characters. Next up, we have Estarossa, very tanky striker character. In the picture, it says 5 deployment cost. She actually has a 4 deployment cost now, which makes it easier to actually deploy her. The only issue with her is the fact that she's a selfish character. She doesn't really provide any of your allies any buff. But if you can basically buff her up, make her extremely tanky, she is going to be a very good frontliner to take up and soak up all the damage. So very good character. Next up, we have the Administration Shieldsman, easily deployed defender units. If you guys have a operator that requires you to deploy a defender unit, you can easily use them. Very nice. In the future, with the administration in the future with soldier characters becoming meta, they are going to be a go-to character to use. Next up, we have Karen Wong. Now Karen Wong is one of the few sniper characters that can actually attack air type units as well, which makes her useful for PvP content because, for example, Rosaria hiding in the skies or Evelyn, she can instantly target them as well. Very good. I wouldn't say she is your main go-to sniper character because overall Xiaolin will deal more damage, but because Karen Wong is going to be useful because she can attack air type and ground type character, it makes her very useful. Now with the B tier characters, I will not focus on every single one of them just because I know some of them you basically will not even use in PvP. But with Jane Doe over here, very good character. You definitely want to use her at level 110. If she isn't at level 110, I wouldn't recommend using her, but once you do, she is able to deal an insane amount of damage. She's kind of squishy though, which makes it very easy to kill her, but once you place her right and she's able to do her special skill, she can instantly kill some characters. So very good character, but definitely need to be at level 110 to be used in my opinion. Next one, I'm just going to skip over. Which one should I talk about? With Alex, a free deployment cost, so she's the 4th character you can see. So Alex, a free deployment striker character. The only reason why she's at B tier is the fact that there is better striker characters to use, but she actually is quite tanky. I wouldn't say she is your go-to striker character, but she definitely can be useful in PvP. If she is an op character, I definitely would use her in my opinion. I'm gonna skip over the next one. Lee So-yoon, 4 deployment costs. I would say other 3 deployment cost striker characters are just better to use. Ju Shu-young, basically the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, the 8th character in B tier. She is kind of decent, but once again, I would say there is better striker characters to use. Now with Macready, the next character, Regina Macready, she's actually going to be very useful, but not right now because mech units are not a go-to meta right now, so she will not be useful. Now she does have this ability to provide a shield that can basically soak up damage. However, you basically just want to mainly use her against mech teams, but because mech teams are not useful, she is only at B tier right now. Next up, we have Elizabeth. To be honest, Elizabeth, yes, she is going to be useful to snipe out characters in the air, on the ground type, hiding behind allies, behind their own allies. You can easily snipe them out with her, but her full deployment cost is absolutely too much in my opinion. Only when she gets the rearm would I actually recommend building her, but even then she is still not the best character in the game. Right now I would not recommend using her. She's just full deployment costs are too expensive. Next up, we have Orca, B tier character. Like I said, striker character with 3 deployment costs. She's actually decently tanky, but other characters provide you guys with more usefulness over her. With the Lumi, very niche character. You can actually use her if you can position her appropriately. She's able to instantly get jump into the opponent's ship, so she does have a usefulness. Next up, I will talk about Idil. So Idil is the sniper character. The only reason why she's in B tier is because you mainly want to use her against soldier units, but once again, soldier units or soldier teams are not prominent right now. She does have usefulness even without going against soldier teams, because she can instantly target units at the back with a special skill, and the fact that if she's able to kill units, she's able to summon this looking ghoul creature that can actually help you guys tank and deal damage. But right now, not too useful. You just use the Xiaolin, better character to use in PvP. Next up, we have Shinjiya, provides you guys with an attack speed increase, decent buff, but in my opinion a little bit too squishy for PvP. Now with the C tier characters, the Na Yibin, quite useless, and the Titan, another character that was actually S tier on release, but because there's so many other Awakened characters right now that have lower deployment costs and or the same deployment costs are just better to use. So that is it for my entire tier list explaining why certain characters are in this position. So tell me down in the comment section if you guys agree or disagree. Tell me which characters you would switch, and tell me down in the comment section if you have some of the top tier characters in the game. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.